Hi everyone, in the next 5 minutes you are going to learn how to search an element in an array. In the last lectures we have covered what are arrays and what are array lists. Let's try some use cases of it. How to find an element, how to add an element like that. So let's create an array. Int array is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me keep it. Okay, I have declared my array over here. I will be given a target, something like that. Int target is equal to, it's going to be something that the user gives. So let me import my scanner class. Scanner s is equal to new scanner system.in. Okay, now I'm going to take user in. So enter the target element. So what's my target is equal to sc.nextInt. Okay, I have received my target. So what might be the value? The user gives some value. I need to search whether that element is present over here or not. So how we can do? We could do it with the help of linear search. Searching is a process of finding something is present over the collection of data or not. So we are going to do it in a linear manner. See how we do. We are just going to run a for loop. Remember one thing. Index starts from 0. That's the mandatory thing. So for int I is equal to 0, to find the length of the array, here I have declared element, so I know. What if it is unknown to me? I just use array.length. So it just gives me the length. If it is 5, it would be giving 5. But what is the last index? 4. So you need to give less than array.length. I'm going to check if my array of I, that is my element at the ith index, is equal to the target. What I need to do? I just need to say at which position I found that. I just found it at I plus 1 position. Okay, generally if I found it in the first position, my index would be 0, so I'm going to plus by 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. So the element is found at 1. So it's very logical, right? So after I found that element, do I need to search? Say if the user gives 2 to search, you will be searching over here. It's not, go search here. If it is 2, you found that, you will be displaying you are found at the second position. Then you need to break. Then don't execute the rest of the code. So just say break. No need to execute other things. So let's try to run this. Just ask me a target. I give 2. It just prints 2. What happens if I give something that is not present over here? If I give 10, 20, nothing is getting printed over there, right? So I need to avoid this. So if my entire loop is executed, nothing is found, I'm just going to have a control variable. Int check is equal to 0. Initially it's going to be 0. If my element is found, I'm going to increment it. Yeah, my element is found. So if my check equal to 0, that is my incrementation doesn't take place. What I need to do? I just say minus 1. Just print minus 1. That's enough. Minus 1 means it's not found. 20. Oh, my cursor's over here. Minus 1. The element is not found. This is what we call as linear search. We are searching in a linear manner, 1 by 1 by 1. So, let's try to solve one problem. Its name is Two Sum. Okay, generally it is a LeetCode problem. It's very easy one. Generally for solving the problem there are 2 approaches. One is called as brute force solution and another one is optimized solution. We are going to do the brute force one now because for optimization we need to know other advanced data structures. So let's go with the brute force solution. Brute force is the one that comes to your mind directly after seeing the problem without optimizing anything. So let's create a function. Static is just going to return an integer value. Static int 2sum. it's going to take an array of elements. So int array and then int target is going to be given to us. Okay, this is the input. Basically, what I just explain the problem over here. You are going to be given an array, something like this: 10, 20, 34, 54, 36, something like that. You will be given over here. And another thing, this is my array. Okay, and another thing is you would be given a target. So target is equal to, say if I am given 30, you need to find that if there are two elements, that is this 10 plus 20, what, 30. There are two elements whose sum is equal to my target element. So you need to return those two elements. So you're going to return an array. Okay, if I give 31, if there are any two elements whose sum is going to be 31, just see, 10 plus 20 is 30, 20 plus 34 is 54. You could do all combinations. Nothing is going to be as 31. So you will be returning minus 1 and minus 1. So let's try to see how to solve this problem. So basically what we are going to do, we are going to do a search over there, whether there are two elements whose sum is going to be that. I'm just going to use nested loop over here. Let me declare my answer array is equal to new int. It's just going to have two values. Okay, because we are asking only two sum only, no. So return, I'm going to return my answer over there. What I need to do, just run a loop for int I is equal to 0, I less than array dot length. So first we are traversing this entire array. Okay, first select, according to me, I just say select one element, compare with the elements only to the right side of it. First I will take 10, I will compare it with 20, 34, 54, 36. Then I will take 20, compare it with 34, 54, 36. I don't compare 20 with 10 because once I do the left hand part, it will be already be done. Because while comparing 10, I compare 10 and 20. So there is no logic of comparing 20 and 10. Okay. So run another loop for int j is equal to 0, j less, not j is equal to 0, j is equal to I plus 1. Okay, j is equal to always I plus 1. If I is over here, j is going to be here. You are using two different indexes. J less than, what's my endpoint? Array dot length. Okay, I could even do less than or equal to array dot length minus 1. Everything is same. What I need to do, if my array element at the I position plus element at the j position is equal to my target, I have found my answer. Correct, right? I have found my answer. What I need to say, answer of 0 is equal to, I just need to return the index. So answer of 1 is equal to my j. That's it. It's basically that's it. So even why I need to do this, I just say minus 1 comma minus 1. I will tell the reason why I'm giving it as minus 1 and minus 1. That's it, right? So let's try to run this up. Int array is equal to 25689. My target is going to be 7. I just going to call sub to sum my array and my target. Let's try to run this. Oh, I need to, it's returning an array, right? So we need to call arrays dot toString. Because in the first lecture itself I have told everything is printed as strings. So we need to, for arrays like complex data structures, we need to externally convert it to string. So we are using arrays dot toString method. Let's run it now. 0 1 1. 0th index is what? 2. 1 is 5. 2 plus 5, 7. We are getting that. What if I say something like 11? 2 plus 9 is 11. So what? 0 and 4 needs to be printed. Oh, 1 and 2. Yeah. 5 and 6 also add to that. So anything is okay. What if I give something like 31? It's not over there. Minus 1 and minus 1. That's why I have declared minus 1 and minus 1. If none of the cases becomes true. Let's try to debug. You will understand it even more. What would happen? Just I need to put a debug pointer. Let's try to rename it. Okay, it just comes. You have declared a new array answer of -1 and -1. First loop will execute. Next one comes array of I. What is array of I? You need to see 2 and the array of j is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 is not equal to j. It's false. So it's not going to execute. You could run it as many times. It is all the time it's going to be false. So none of the time it's going to be executed. So simply I just given over there. Otherwise, in the last, you could see here I have created a control variable called check. As 0, I will initialize and just change it to other value. And if check is equal to 0, none of the line is going to be executed. It has become true, nothing. It has never become true. It's always false. So you just do that over here. So it's pretty same. You could also have check over here. If check is equal to 0, answer of 0 equal to -1, answer of 1 is equal to -1. You could do that as well. But this is more simple. So you could submit it on the LeetCode. It works, but it is not the optimized one because the complexity for this is time complexity is big O of n square. Big O of n square. That is this external for loop runs n times. This internal for loop also runs n times. So n times n, it's n square. So it's not a optimized one, but you could try. At the initial stages, solving the problem is most important than thinking about the complexity. First try to solve them, then we could optimize it. Thank you for watching.